I've been now on YouTube for a few years, and recently over the last couple months I have like upgraded 90% of my stuff, including the camera. Not everything that's in this bag is going to be in there when I like go out on a hike or something like that, but if I'm going far somewhere and I'm going to be making one of these YouTube videos for you guys, I'm literally gonna be taking everything that's in this bag right now. So we're gonna pull it apart one by one. Oh, I got the back opening this time because my last camera bag was like the big whole front zipper, and I just found it, I don't like it, but we'll get into the bag and what's on it in a little bit. This, see, nice little half opening. First item, not the camera you're expecting, DJI Osmo Action 2. Great quality, good stabilization. I love the battery life. It's got this like secondary little mod, and it's got this cool little clip. Like, it doesn't work as good as like a harness. You can just like literally put it on like this, right? Or if you want to keep it nice and steady, you can throw it in your shirt and then clip it like that, and that keeps it a little more steady. The thing that I don't like about this camera is it has like this problem where it always starts up in quick clip mode. I don't know if you guys are experiencing it, it's just mine. This guy, this one's the Aputure MC11. Great little light, super bright, bicolor, all the effects. Got a little, soft box. Downside, I barely ever need it. This, one of two lenses I bought for the new camera. This is the Tamron for Sony, so you guys know it's a Sony. This is the 28-200. Absolutely love this lens. If I'm shooting just pictures, if I'm not out doing video, this is pretty much what's going to be on the camera. Great range, 28-200. That's just downside. There is quite a bit of vignetting and a little bit of distortion, but you can do everything with this. And of course, like a little bit of correction in Lightroom will help you out. So this guy is just a little pouch I need for filters. Great to have. Like, put this on the belt strap. What I do is I put the variable ND filter on my lens. I keep it on for pictures, but if I really want to take it off or it's getting darker or something, you got to screw it off, and then what are you going to do with it? And you always put it in your pocket and getting fingerprints, and I should have bought a better one. It's very flimsy and floppy. This guy here, I asked for this for Christmas and I got it from my Secret Santa. By the way, Elfster, it's not sponsored for this video, but we use that every year for Secret Santa. If you guys are interested in something a little different than just pulling names out of a hat or trying to pick or whatever, that's pretty neat because you can like upload what it is you're interested in. Like, even if you're not going to buy those exact things for your person, at least you get a good idea of what they're interested in or what they're looking for. And this was one of those products that like I didn't really want to spend my own money on because I don't need it. We put the camera on, right? Mount it onto this, and then it turns. So you can landscape, portrait, landscape, portrait. Very cool if you're shooting landscapes and you're going to be on and off of a tripod. It's probably going to just stay in my bag until I'm like in a situation where I'm like setting up for a landscape. This here, sometimes I need a shot of myself with the camera or while I'm using the camera. Need it for a phone. That's everything in this main. So we're going to zip that up and go into the top compartment where we keep all the knickknacks. Right? This is an item that's not going to be on me when I'm hiking because I will have no purpose for it. When I'm filming the videos and I need some B-roll or stuff, this is actually something that I've been waiting for. And not a lot of people have done videos about it, but it seems to be a cool tool that gets, well, it's going to help me get these shots that are just really kind of awkward or something to get with a tripod, like where you can't mount a camera. This is the Ulanzi suction cup. Put it on. This probably isn't going to suck very well. We'll test it out and see. It grabs a hold and that red line is gone. Is it going to work on this table? No. It works a little bit, and it is strong. Like, even still, this line is supposed to be all the way down. This thing is popped back out, so it is definitely not safe to put a camera on, but look at that. Even on a wooden table, and it comes with this little magic arm. You just pop it and put it in whatever position you want. I'm super excited to use this on our road trips coming up in the summer. You guys might be thinking this is like sponsored by Ulanzi, but it's not. It is just like my new favorite camera accessory store. The plus side is it's just super cool. The downside, again, it's heavy and I'm going to take it around with me and I'm probably not going to use it very often. This is another situation for that too. Just a clamp. Again, Ulanzi, not sponsored. This is the guy for that DJI Osmo Action 2. Because of its awkward shape, if you wanted that camera for like mountain biking, you can't put it up in, you know, your helmet because that guard. But this is the SmallRig case for that. Super good, high quality case. You just pop it open with this little lever and it locks closed. Lots of SD cards. This guy, this little Sony remote is fantastic. Works really well. It paired to my camera, and it, as long as my Bluetooth function is on, it works. I don't have to pair it ever again. So when I'm going out to these places, I'm doing shots of myself walking or with some big feature in the environment, I hate having to like hit record, run out, and come back. It wastes a ton of space on my cards, and then it's just hard to go through while editing. So this, now I just run out. Beep, beep. Brother-in-law gave me that one. Thanks, Mike. I am terrible at losing lens caps and camera body caps. So I always buy some extra ones off Amazon. And then this guy, Refuel. So SmallRig, everybody's been talking about the new SmallRig Sony batteries. They have a little plug in here. It's great because now we don't have to carry around another item like those chargers. This is the exact same thing as that SmallRig one. I don't know how like the battery capacity. I just figured I'll give it a shot. If it works, I'll buy more. If it doesn't, I'll just go with Sony and get the charger, I guess. But that's pretty much everything in the bag. Now, this here is the Manfrotto Freeman backpack. Now, when I bought this, I found it really weird. I could not figure out the liter measurement. Like everybody measures these bags in liters. Nowhere in there. So I was really taking a guess with this. This actually, I would say, is probably a 30-liter bag. That's what I had before, and it's around the same size. But what I will say is that it feels, even though it's 30 liters inside space, approximately, it feels a lot smaller just because it's very nice, like very tight seaming. So far, I really like the fit, the form. It feels nice on my back. I hate those like latches that have like two latches for your tripod. I like this bottom feature. So many times I want to put my camera down and I hate neck straps, right? I just despise them. So I use the little wrist strap guy. But when you want your two hands, you just got a dangling camera from your wrist strap, right? So what do? This Peak Design I know has one as well. They're like $100 and something bucks. They're like super expensive. Ulanzi, again, $60. There is some extra storage on this in here. The only problem is if something pushes and extrudes inside that pocket, and it's going to be harder for you to have another tripod in here. And then there's these tiny little pockets here. I might actually like keep my my remote that I was showing you guys in that pocket, so that way I just don't have to like dig through all the stuff in the top. All right, guys. So now we are down to the last 4 items, the things that I use all the time. That is the camera, lens, mic, and tripod that I'm using right now. And this Tamron 20-40 f2.8 consistent aperture is amazing. Super sharp. I can get like near macro with it. Like I'm ridiculously close to the lens right there. It's fast and responsive. You can see it grab my face there, right? Barely any barrel distortion. There's barely any vignetting. The only downside that I would say there is to this lens is that 20-40 isn't the greatest range, and I wish sometimes that it was a little bit wider and not so much of an overlap between this lens and that lens. Like this goes to 40, and that one's a 28. See where I'm going? So ultimately Tamron could have done the 16 to 200 range like Sony's with just 2 lenses. If they had have done that, it would have made it so much sweeter. But I am absolutely thrilled to have this set because they are such small, lightweight, versatile, high quality lenses for under $2,000. I'm not knocking any Sony lenses because, well, to be honest with you, there's a few of them that I would like to buy if I had the money currently, but I didn't. And this was like the best entryway into a full frame camera world. And those 3 lenses, if you were to get the 16 to 35 and the 24 to 70 and the 70 to 200 at $3 grand a pop, that's a lot of money. So now to the camera. I got the A7 IV, and I could not wait to use this 33 megapixel CMOS sensor out on those dark astro nights this summer. The thing that I love the most about this lightweight, small, full frame camera is this dial on the top, right? I'm a video creator that likes to take pictures, and this dial has a double layer that lets me switch between photo, video, and S&Q mode, which is slow and quick for those of you who don't know the Sony systems. And I get 3 presets for each of them. Just makes it super easy for me to switch between many things. Just like bam, bam, you switch and it's so fast. I absolutely love it. And that's why I think this is the perfect camera for me. Ultimately, the A7 IV isn't the best at photos. It's not the best at video, but it does both of them very well. The microphone that I'm using now is the Rode Video Go 2. Now, I was using the Rode Video NTG, which is a $300 super mic that is like 40-hour charge time. It had all of the filters and presets right on it. I didn't like that I constantly changed those presets by accident. Sometimes I forgot that the volume on it was wherever, and then it was another thing I had to charge, and I just didn't want to have to think about that. I just wanted something that I could plug in and go. It's not quite as good as the NTG, but I think personally the quality is perfect enough for YouTube. You guys can let me know in the comment section below. And then finally, to finish this video, we have this tripod that I'm using, and one of those things that could cost a serious amount of money, but I feel like we shouldn't be spending too much on. You want quality, you want it to do what you need it to do, and ultimately, like, this does the trick for me. This tripod is the Ulanzi, again, travel video tripod. It's light, it's strong, it's sturdy. It's still big for a travel tripod. It sticks out a little higher out of this bag than I would like. So ultimately, I will get something different, but for now, and it does the job, and it still fits in the bag. So, and then of course on the top of that, I've got that F38 system quick release that I've been talking about throughout the entire video. It's like literally probably my favorite camera accessories. Ulanzi, you were the bomb. And even though this video isn't sponsored, wink wink. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed this video and you want to see what is in my everyday carry camera bag, then put it in the comment section and I'll think about making one of those. Peace.